Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie, and I just really wanted to come on here and do a quick video. I haven't put out a video in a little over a week because I have been really sick, and I'm still sick and trying to get rid of this thing that's just been lingering and, you know, all of that jazz. But anyway, I want to do this video because for some reason Valentine's Day has been on my heart. You know, I have been single on Valentine's Day, and I remember just feeling really down and sad. So like I would be on social media and I would just be like, ugh, couples, ugh. And then you go outside and you see couples and you're like, ugh. And you start like, where's my man? Why am I single? Like all of these negative thoughts and foolishness. And I would even be like, you know, I'm gonna stay offline, because if I stay offline for a few days, I don't have to see this stuff because I want to give. Like, you know, just all of this, I want. And I know that there's a tendency when you're single to sometimes feel down, especially during certain holidays, especially something like this, where they promote images of love all over the place. So I wanted to do this video just to let you know that, one, things are not always as they seem. So that couple that seems like they're awesome and perfect and relationship goals, they have their own issues that they have chosen not to post about. They post the highlights, you know. From what I have observed, marriage and relationships are work. It's not all easy peasy. And I'm not saying that relationships are not awesome and amazing and you know, like they're supposed to be. But there's no such thing as a relationship with absolutely no conflict. So with that being said, there are seasons. That's what God just kept putting in my head, that there are times, there are seasons for things. Just like when you are applying for a job and you need to prepare your resume, you need to prepare yourself for an interview. You don't just go straight into the interview, because you have a preparation stage. And right now in your singleness, this is your preparation stage. And I think again that there's this bad stigma going around about singleness. Like it's a bad thing if you're single. What's wrong with you? And that's foolishness. And you can definitely check out my video about embracing your singleness in the links below in the description box. I'm gonna include that for you because I just think that's super important. But I think again, going back to Valentine's Day, one thing that I noticed will happen is that envy, looking at someone else's highlight reel. And what I want you to do this Valentine's Day is to be able to look at another couple, look at other people online, and be grateful and happy for those people. Like genuinely just happy, and not let their happiness affect your happiness. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you need that relationship, those gifts to validate you. Gifts are nice, don't get me wrong. You know, I love romance. I want to be taken out. I want gifts. Like if I get taken out on Valentine's Day, like I love that type of stuff. But I don't want to need that to be happy. And so when you are so focused on somebody else's happiness and comparing yourself and saying, well, I want this, I want that, you are not being present. And if you're not being present, you cannot truly be happy. To be happy, you have to be present in the moment and embrace the season that you're in right now, because that's exactly where God has placed you. God knows what he's doing. God's timing is perfect. And being single is a gift. Like in the Bible, it says that during your time of singleness is the time that you're supposed to spend like the most amount of time with God, because you're not responsible for another human being. You are not in a relationship with someone else, because marriage, like you're worried about someone else now too. And in your singleness, you have more time to focus on God, but also to focus on yourself, to figure out what is it that I like and that I don't like, to also deal with your baggage. Any type of past hurts, you can figure that out now before you get into a marriage. But not just that, you can do all these things. You can travel, you can take yourself out, you can have the whole bed to yourself. And some people are like, no, I want to cuddle, I want these things. Those things will come in due time. But if you need those things to be happy, I guarantee that you're going to be married and still unhappy, because you cannot have somebody else fill the void in your life that God is supposed to fill, that self-love is supposed to fill. Because you can be in a relationship and still feel very lonely. Being alone and lonely are two different things. So I can be alone at home, chilling by myself, super happy because I love my alone time, not feeling lonely at all, just enjoying my presence. Or I could be by myself, super lonely and craving something else to validate my existence, to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? There are two different things. And I'm here to tell you that God is always with you. So even in those moments when you're alone, you really aren't, because God is right there with you. He got your back. He got your back. And that right now, this is your time to embrace this period of singleness, to figure out your purpose, go after your dreams, to chase yourself and not chase a relationship, not chase what you think is beautiful. And on that day, I have a few tips to help you deal with seeing everybody in a relationship and thinking, oh my gosh, what about me? When will it happen to me? One, to be present. Be grateful for what it is that you have right now, because trust me, there's so much you have right now, and there is a lot that happens in your singleness. And once you get married, you're not going to get that back. So take advantage of this time. And realize, like, wow, I have even more time to spend with God. Of course you spend time with God in your relationship, but it's a different dynamic. You know, it's a little different. Now you can just genuinely, just you and God, let's work this thing out. Let's work out in here. You know what I'm saying? Once you can work out in here, and once you stop looking for the love that you so desperately want, you'll realize that the love that you want and need is already right here. It's already in you, and you, that other stuff, that relationship will be a bonus to you in your life, and you'll be able to embrace what's going on right now. Two, I want you to be able to look at other couples because they're going to be all around you, whether it's Valentine's Day or not, and just be able to say, wow, they're in their season and I'm in mine. And that's okay. They had a time when they were single too. We all go through seasons. A baby is a baby for a while, and babies, they learn to walk. They get to that season where they're walking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to go through a process. You crawl, you walk, and then eventually you grow up. So you have to understand that this right now is where you're supposed to be. So embrace that, and also don't be jealous and envious. Number three, I want you to give. I think when you focus so much on receiving, you are not being present, and you are actually just pushing out the wrong type of energy, and you're not raising your vibration. So in order to do that, I want you to give the love that you so desperately want. I want you to realize that that love is right there in you, and give it to someone else. I always feel amazing when I'm giving to someone else. You know, that can mean volunteering and helping out a charity. That could mean volunteering with kids. That could also mean doing something with your friends, like making them cards and surprising them with like little gift baskets, just to let your friends know that they are appreciated and loved. Like, have a girls' night out. Just focus on the positives in your life, but also give love. Because when you give the love that you so desperately want, then you realize the love was there the whole time. And then also that love will find you. Your vibration will match someone else's. You know, what you give out, when you give out positivity, that is what you're going to get back. And God knows the desires of your heart. So you have to trust him. And that leads to number four, trusting God's timing, knowing that there is a season and time for everything. And that if we are so focused on everybody else's season, or we're focused on the next season, we will not be able to embrace the season that we are currently in right now. And number five, last but definitely not least, I want you to spend time with God and really get to know him, get to know you, really renew your mind. Because it's all about perspective. Once you change your perspective, the things in your life, the way you see them will start to change. You will see Valentine's Day differently. You will see other couples differently. You will see yourself differently. And the way to renew your mind is to start reading the word more, and to also start praying and talking to God more, and really tap into yourself and who you are, so that you can embrace that and really live an empowered life. I hope that you like this video. I just really wanted to come on here because it was on my heart, because I know that feeling when the day comes, trying to avoid like Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, because I'm like, ugh, I don't want to see this. It makes me sad. Where's my gift? Da, da, da. And it's like all about me, 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 me. But what about God? And what about other people? You know, like, and just having this me philosophy when it's like, there's so much going on in your life right now. Embrace that. When you embrace that and you're more present, I guarantee you, you will feel a sense of peace in your spirit, because you will be renewed in your mind. And that's what it's about. It's about renewing your mindset. Renew your mind with his word and know who you are and whose you are. When you realize that, you will not be dwelling on what somebody else is doing. I know that I got a little lengthy and wordy in this video, but I had to do this video, like it was on my heart. So yes, if you like this video, please be sure to click the subscribe button, like, share, and please connect with me on social media. And please remember that you are loved. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys.